Yo, we back, baby.
Yeah, we back. Been a
Yo,
long time coming.
yo, Smoke, talk to your people, bro. Talk to your
What's
people.
poppin', everybody? It's your boy, the Smoking Nick. You are now tuned in. It's your boy, La Ownz. I know it's been a hot fucking minute, but I'm
But we
still
back.
out here, man. Blessings to all my niggas, man. You know I'm getting kind of fat, man. I've been doing my fucking Dougie a little bit. You feel me? We having a little bit of technical difficulties on my end and shit, but I'm working them out right now. But on that note, nigga, I'm gonna let audio take over a little bit, and then we're gonna continue the conversation, nigga. Salute to everybody. I miss y'all ugly ass niggas too. Y'all already know what time it is with me. 100.
Yo, so man, we had to go live today. You know what I'm saying? We've been meaning to for a minute, and like a lot of the stuff that I've been hearing, man. We've been away for a minute, man, but a lot of the takes that I've been hearing been kind of crazy, bro. Been kind of crazy because people, yo, let me tell y'all something, yo. Some of these Knicks fans is weird, bro, because it's like you got to put things into perspective. Like people really think they playing 2K franchise mode, bro. Like things don't work like that. Shit does not work the way you think it's gonna work. I
Nah,
hear
but yo,
people making.
audio, just to interject on that 2K franchise. Some of these niggas don't know how to build no 2K franchise, son.
I was always good at that shit.
So, so,
Yo,
so let's start there. If you can't even build a 2K franchise, nigga, what makes you think you could build one in real life?
I used to always be winning on simulation. That's how good I was with building my franchise. I simulated
yo,
that shit.
Franchise,
bro.
nigga, we don't lose a game when I build my franchise.
Yo, bro, we gotta start checking some of these people's sources, bro. Like, where y'all getting this
Nah, fuck they
information
sources,
from,
nigga,
bro?
they credentials. Nigga, where the
You
fuck
could
did
build
you,
a you
who
could
raised,
build a
who your mama, who your daddy, all that.
let me say something. Let me interject real quick because you
I'm
made that
joking,
2K
but I'm
comment.
serious too.
All right,
Go
break
go
it
ahead,
down.
E.
Like in
Go
football,
ahead, E.
right? If you building a team, what you building around? What's the first position you gonna try to solidify in football?
Yo, to be honest
KB.
with you, if I'm building the team, son, can
Uh
I
huh.
can I can I speak on this?
Well, yeah, definitely.
If I'm building a team on some gangster shit,
That's some
I'm
real
either
shit.
going like if I don't have a, I'm not picking my quarterback first, bro. I'm not. I'm gonna start
Okay,
working on my.
all right.
Listen to me.
Nah, we ain't
Listen to
gonna
me.
we ain't gonna go there. I was gonna say quarterback because
Nah,
the
listen to
quarterback
me.
is the
I'm gonna
he's
start
gonna be
building my
directing the ship.
offensive line. Listen, I'm gonna start building my offensive line on my defensive line. So when I get the quarterback in year 2 or year 3,
I hear that.
I got pieces already established that instead of going to get them after, right? Because you want to win a championship on a
Of course.
quarterback contract. Listen, so what I would do year 1 and 2, I'm focused on offensive line and defensive line. In year 3, I'm getting the quarterback.
I would do the same thing, bro. I mean, my main focus would be the trenches,
They don't think
the
like that.
line.
They go get their
That's my
quarterback
main
before they
concern.
even worked out a piece of their offensive line. That's working backwards. You
I
got to
get I
work
get
from
a
the front
couple tackles.
line out. Yes, the quarterback is the most important position, but if you don't have people to protect that nigga, then know what I mean, and you should focus on that before you even focus on getting the nigga to train him. Know what I
But
mean?
if it's a nigga like Deshaun Watson floating around, I'm picking him for somebody else picking him.
But that's an obvious. That's an obvious. I'm not taking Mitchell Trubisky over fucking Deshaun Watson. That's stupid.
But see, that's the point. That's the point I was trying to make. That was the point I was going to try to make. You need to get a quarterback. And if you saying quarterback, what's comparable from quarterback to basketball now is the point guard, right? So
Not
your
no
most,
more. It would be the like a point small forward.
but you know what? It's a position. The position has to be filled, and you want to know, you want somebody that has the mentality of being a point guard. Yes, you can have a combo guard or just a regular point guard, but you want to have, as long as you have those tools, somebody who just pass the ball, he can dribble, he can set people up here and there. He got to be the best, but that's your quarterback. You know what I'm saying? That's your quarterback on the court. The Knicks got a problem because they never addressed getting their QB. That point guard position, I think that's very, that tells you how your team go. If you ain't got a
Yeah, I
point
mean, I
guard,
mean, I mean, it's
you
been
don't
the
know
same
nothing.
shit. Yo, it's been the same shit, bro, since goddamn since fucking the '90s. we had a solid point guard in the 90s, but it wasn't like, nigga, we got like a superstar point guard, bro.
Word.
Last time we had a superstar point guard was whatchamacallit, our boy Clyde, bro. For real, like Clyde with
That's a good one.
Earl the Pearl Monroe, bro. Like that, that was the
Right though.
really-
Yo, I'm gonna ask you a question. What's the top 5 point guards in New York Knicks history?
Clyde
We
obviously
start
is
with-
number one.
Yeah, Clyde, nigga. Walt Clyde is number one.
Yeah, Clyde. I agree with that.
I would
100%.
probably name Stephon Marbury number 6.
That's a hard question though, bro. No, number 1 is
2.
Clyde. That's a hard question. That's why I asked you. Like, how you
Earl
gonna, you
Earl
need 5
Pearl.
Nick point guards? Like,
Earl Pearl. And then I'm not gonna lie,
nah,
bro.
he's a combo. I wouldn't pick Earl
A lot of
Pearl
niggas-
because he's
a lot
not
of niggas
a
ain't gonna love-
traditional. Because
A
what's
lot
the
of
name was
niggas
running
ain't
the
gonna love
show?
what I gotta say right here, but
E,
What's up?
Let's smoke talk. Let's smoke talk.
All right, yeah. My
a
bad,
lot of
bro.
niggas ain't gonna love what I gotta say right here, but Charlie Ward number 4.
Well, you can't do it. You got to go one. You got to go down. Number 1 and number 2 because it's confusing when you do number 4.
All right, number
Unless you
2.
got a couple players behind.
All right. No, I got you. All right, so this is I'm gonna really do it. I'm gonna go Walt Clyde, Earl of Pearl 2. Then I'm gonna go only because I respect that old school game. I'm gonna go Charlie Ward 3. I'm gonna go Stephon Marbury 4, and then who gonna be my 5th point guard for the Knicks? Just to be a hater, I'm gonna go Jeremy Lin.
What about Jason Kidd, bro?
Ah, that was my guy right there. He would
I
have
played
definitely been on
one
my
season.
team.
Fuck no.
But he's good at listen, that one season he catapulted up the Knicks point guard rankings.
Jamal
Catapulted.
Crawford.
What about Mark Jackson? Nobody talking about Mark
Oh yeah,
Jackson.
yeah, no,
Mark
no.
Jackson, bro. We
Let me remove Jeremy Lin. I'm gonna move Stephon Marbury down to 5 and put Mark Jackson at
Yeah, Mark Jackson. He was
I'm gonna
good.
put
They had
Charlie
Rod
Ward at
Strickland,
4,
too.
and I'm gonna put Mark Jackson at 3. Or matter of
think
fact,
they-
nigga, didn't we have Rod Strickland too?
I think we had Rod Strickland.
Rod,
That's
yeah, so
Kyrie's
that moves-
uncle.
That moves what's his name out of that thing too, and that moves Charlie Ward to 5 and Rod Strickland to 4, nigga. Yeah.
Yeah, they had some guys, but they never built around them. I don't know what the problem was, man. To be honest, I wasn't even watching them games back then, but I know I could look at Mark Jackson. He's been in the league like 20 years.
I think
He had a good
Rod was
NBA
better-
career.
I think Rod was better than Mark though.
He's valuable, bro.
You know who I think was underrated for us, bro? As a point guard,
Right.
Nate Robinson, bro. I like what he did for us when he was with us.
But he's not a top 10 Nick point guard though.
Nah, not for sure, for sure not.
And I'm not trying to disregard what you're saying because I agree with you.
I mean,
But
you know, it's
he's
just
definitely not a top 10. You feel me? The
I'm
thing
just-
is, I'm looking at a list right now of all the point guards that we had, bro, and it's like for real, like we had some nice point guards. We just always got them past their prime. Like for example, nigga, we had fucking whatchamacallit, fucking let me see, I'm trying to look through this. Penny Hardaway,
yeah, we did have him for a minute.
Chauncey Billups, nigga, like Jamal Crawford. I mean, he was still, but you know, Jamal Crawford wasn't really the type of point guard that we needed to win. You know, we could get wins with. You know what I'm saying? But like, he was nice though.
Yeah, Jamal Crawford, he was nasty.
I mean,
Hell
like,
yeah.
and then what we got was a lot of like diamonds in the rough, like like Jeremy Lin, for example. Like he was, you know, he was nice, but like he was. You know, he after that season, obviously we kind of did him dirty too. Like that's an organization, but like,
Nah,
yo,
we just made a bad personnel move. That's what happened. We fucked up.
yeah, yo, but the dude was more like a diamond in the rough, but like, would that have continued? We don't know because we never got a chance to find out. And then like for example, like we had Jason Kidd, but we had Jason Kidd while he was old. He was old by the time we got him.
You know, I'm gonna tell you. I want to say.
Francis,
Yeah, we had fucking
Not just that, bro. We had
Baron Davis.
we had a Jamal Crawford, nigga, a young
Yeah.
one.
We had Raymond Felton. Raymond Felton was looking like he was gonna become a good point guard.
Fuck no, bro. I couldn't
He was
stand.
looking at. I was watching him. He was
Fuck.
becoming a good point guard in the NBA.
Fuck no.
And
Fuck
then
no.
I guess he
You
got
know who
caught with
was
a gun,
underrated
and
for us?
everything was over from there.
Come on, bro. It wasn't the gun. It was his basketball skills, my nigga.
Well,
Damn.
you in New York
Yeah,
City,
Pretty-
man. It's a lot of
He better
temptations out here.
he better than me and you, nigga. But that ain't what I'm talking about.
He just couldn't handle it, man. He from somewhere down south. He couldn't handle it. It was like New York was different, but he was doing good though. He was doing good. I don't know what happened. But
Salute. Hit that fucking like button, man. Know what I mean? Salute. And I think the audio, put the link in the chat for these niggas, man, if they want to hop on. But we ain't taking no suckers and no fuck shit, man. Just so y'all know, man.
Y'all come with that fuck shit. We kicking you out quick. We with the swiftness.
We're not even kicking you out. You're not even getting on.
Mason.
You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
Raymond
It ain't
Felton, we had him. I liked him. With Shaq,
We're trying to turn this ghetto shit into a family show.
look at what if you think
and let me tell y'all something too, bro. And it's like listen, this show we pride ourselves in not filtering our opinions and filtering other people's opinions. You feel me? But at the same time, people, when you get out of line, you get disrespectful. Like, we're not gonna accept that. You feel me? Like, it's just
the audio is 100% correct. And I'm gonna drop a bomb on my nigga head for being 100% correct, because it's just because a person lets you speak your honest opinion don't mean you could come with the fuck shit. It's disrespectful, because especially if we come on your platform and we show you the same, or no, we show you gratitude for letting us, or giving us the grace or the chance to grace your show with our presence, right? And if that's just being respectful as men, if you ain't got no fucking decorum, keep that shit on the fucking streets and the garbage can where you lay at, my nigga. I mean, don't come over here with that bullshit, because I'm gonna say, personally, nigga, I'm gonna say something. So, nigga, stay away from me with that bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
God.
my son is in his name. My nigga Smoker's about to smoke. You feel me? Nah, but with that being said, bro, let me tell you some of these takes that I've been hearing, bro, that's been getting me.
Let's talk about it.
Number one that I've been hearing the most.
When you ready, nigga? Hop on, bro.
Yeah, bro. What's Shah's in the chat?
I don't know if he in the chat or not, nigga. I'm just saying, nigga. I'm just putting it out there so I saluted my nigga.
Yeah, bro. And my nigga Nice too, bro.
Yeah, nice too.
Nice been talking slick about my man RJ. He think I didn't catch on.
Word?
Yeah. He been doing that a few times, man. I've been paying attention.
What? Hold on, audio. We gonna get to that, but I want audio to continue what he was saying. What was these niggas saying, bro?
Yo,
hold on, audio. Let me drop a ball for my man, nigga. Robert Parr, nigga. What it do?
Robert Parr.
You know it's been a minute, guy.
My man.
Still out here, king. Know what I mean? For the squad.
How you doing, fam? How you doing, Robert? What you been up to, man? Let us know. We haven't heard from you in a minute. I know you haven't heard from us, but we here.
We definitely here, bro.
Yeah, man. We definitely here. But listen, man. You ain't give me your 5, man. Your top 5 point guards.
No, I did give you my top 5. No. We moved on from that. Audio was about to talk about, yo, I appreciate you, RP, nigga. You already know, bruh. I had to take a minute. I got a little fat. You feel? Yeah. 100.
Hibernation? You was hibernating?
Yeah, I got, son. I went from like 170 damn to like 190, bruh.
Yeah, same shit happened to me too.
Wow.
Found out last week.
That shit crazy. I be looking at my face like, damn, I'm really getting fat. Like, I'm like, yo, that shit crazy.
Like, damn, I
can see it in my face. He said that vid had the whole family down for the count, but I was taking the care Man, I don't know. Did y'all see when I went live from the Kings game versus the Knicks?
Oh yeah. I saw that.
I peeped, but like it kept like cutting out. I don't know if it was just the connection around there. So I was like, oh, I don't know if he's gonna be on for long. But I didn't watch the whole thing. But I hopped in. I don't know if you saw my comment.
That was a good game. I remember that game. Knicks played good that game.
I was lit. That when I say I was lit that night, nigga, I was yelling at my whole section. I'm surprised I didn't get kicked out of that motherfucker, bro. Because I watched the white boy get into a fight with a Kings fan, nigga, and I was like, I'm surprised that's not me.
Bro, like, that's what you be posted against the wall with your hands up. You have guns on, you have shotguns on.
I yell at niggas in their face, bro. I yell at niggas in their face, bro. You're not
be pointing shotguns at your ass. You're Sacramento.
No, if you could afford to sit where we was sitting, nigga, you don't even want that smoke, nigga. Fuck out of here.
Nah.
That's how I be.
Let me touch.
I'm joking, by the way. I'm not being serious. For those who think I'm joking, it's a gangster persona I'm putting on. I'm the pussiest person in the world. Just so y'all know, I don't want no smoke with nobody. Leave me alone,
bro. Something must have happened. Sound different.
I'm just saying, son. Nothing happened. I'm just saying.
What's been going on, man?
It's a persona you got to keep on. I don't know why they banging on the floor. Don't ask me. Don't tell me. Don't even go down there. Just go in the room, go to bed. They'll stop. They will stop because I'm about to go out there and yell at somebody. So they will. You don't need to witness. Go in the room. I'm gonna yell at somebody if they don't stop fucking banging on the door.
We're banging on the wall down here on top of the roof. And
yo, audio. When you type comments, nigga, put it in my name.
Stop
it. Yeah, bro. Yeah, cause what you call it on here, it's when you type it in the little comment section here, since it's your profile that it's on, since you gave me the admin access, it shows up as like it's you. So if I comment, I gotta go on the actual YouTube chat to comment.
Somebody got locked up in his crib and now they want to bang on the door nonstop when the nigga's going live with the family in the back. It's like, come on, bro. These niggas be tweaking, bro. Well, I gotta move before I fucking do something to somebody. But I'm joking because I'm the pussiest nigga in the world, and I'm just saying that's how they make me feel. I'm not really gonna do anything. They're all props. Everything I say out of my mouth is a prop for disclaimer purposes.
Yo, let's touch up on this topic though, because
niggas, so you gotta start telling me what these niggas was saying so I could go hard on them.
Yo, first one I've been hearing is, and it's probably one of the most touched on topic, is everyone's like, we gotta fire Tibbs. We gotta fire Tibbs. They're firing Tibbs. And it's like, I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna go first real quick. Bro, we not firing Tibbs. You can't. The man just a year ago took us to the playoffs. This year they gave him a whole different roster. Not a completely different, but took two key pieces away, and all of a sudden now they're not doing as good, and they're gonna fire him. Like, no, they're not doing that, bro. They're gonna give him at least one more year, bro, to figure things out. This team hasn't had continuity, hasn't had consistency, and you're just gonna take that away. You're gonna give RJ another coach to have to learn his style of play. All of a sudden, that's not happening, bro.
Especially to elaborate on what E's been trying to drill in my head for 2 summers. Like, he's finally coming into his own, so I don't think it would be smart to try to make a motherfucker learn when he's just getting comfortable in the offense that he's learning, right? You feel me? I think, well, my man DSJ says not a whole different roster. We didn't say we had a whole different roster. He said that was strong. And at this point, we could say Alfred and Reggie Bullock was strong pieces because our season went a lot different without that defense, DSJ. So you have to acknowledge that, sir. That's why you come here, because we got the strong opinions that don't sound like other niggas want. You feel me?
Yo, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something. Check this out.
Go ahead.
I don't know what the Knicks was gonna do. To be honest, if you ask that question, they could do anything. But what I think they should do is like trade players and shit and fire the nigga Tibbs. What I think they should do is why not do some shit like hire fucking Mike D'Antoni to be a offensive coordinator. Just all he focuses on your offensive game.
Serious, bruh.
I mean, you know, I said not necessarily him, but somebody with that type of mind. That you know what I'm saying, an innovative mind. I mean, he's old now, but they got younger. I wouldn't mind them trying to give a young, bright, up and comer focus on the offense.
So you telling me we need somebody with an offensive? I don't even mean to cut off your opinion, but we need somebody with an offensive only mindset, or do we need like
a team? Yeah, a team, but not even necessarily got to be that. It could just be about running, making cuts, setting screens for players to get them open.
Respectfully, I think you know, like just like everyone's talking about like fire Tibbs, everyone's also talking about let's hire Johnny Bryant. We don't know if Johnny Bryant is ready for that. We don't know if they're grooming Johnny Bryant.
Yo, let me tell you.
I don't know about that. I know about him because you know he's in the game, but I don't really know nothing about him.
Hold on. Let me.
But you know, I want to know. I want to know. Like, I wanted the Knicks to hire Rick Adelman back in the day.
Yo, E, hold up real quick.
I'm sorry. It's been a minute. Niggas ain't heard me speak in a minute, so I apologize. But let me tell you why I know Johnny Bryant ain't it, right? Because Tibbs been looking like he can't coach since we lost Mike Woodson. And because he had the defensive down pack and he didn't have to worry about the offense because Mike Woodson had that. You feel me? And we had both aspects of our team. You feel me? He can focus on what he's strong at, and Mike Woodson can focus on what he's strong at. What was our offense? He let Mike Woodson go to whatever college he went to.
Mike Woodson's moving up. He got a better job.
Hold on. We've been struggling ever since we lost that man, son. I'm telling you, on offense.
That's why I said they need to do something innovative. Just somebody to spread the court. Just open up the court.
Brian is not doing what Mike Woodson was doing. He's not innovating and making our team play better.
Because if we lose, we're probably gonna lose Mitch. I'm just being dead serious. This is reality. We're probably gonna lose Mitch because the money's gonna entice him. Because I know they're gonna offer some contracts. So
you wanna know what's innovative?
What?
Hold on, let me salute you real quick, nigga. Shout out to my nigga DSJ. I'm about to
what up, DSJ?
What up?
I'm about to come back in real quick. I'm gonna remove myself. DSJ, do your thing, fam.
No doubt. All right, so first off, salute my brothers. You know what I'm saying? Live, you know what I'm saying? The Smoking Nick, Atmosphere Audio, Darley, what's going on, brother?
Salute, my brother.
E, what's going on? How you feeling, my man?
All
right, so you want innovation? Here's the innovation for you. Hire the right fucking coach to begin with, right? And I'm gonna explain what I mean by that. You got a young core, right? When we got on Tibbs, we was in a rebuilding phase. So why would you get a coach that has more, as far as he doesn't have a good history with development? Why would you get that guy to develop a young roster, right? So you should have went for the developmental coaches, the guys that have that history, that cachet, that were already available. Why didn't you go for a Billy Donovan, who just came from the college ranks to the pros in OKC and turned OKC into legitimate? Again, they look like legitimate contenders in the playoffs as far as, you know what I'm saying, being able to get there when they had Chris Paul. Everybody thought that, okay, they're gonna tank the season because, right? So that's one coach, right? It doesn't have to be that way, but at the end of the day, he was available, and now look at the job he's doing in Chicago. And they're actually playing their young core, right? And you hear the front office in the back. They ducking me right now, but end of the day, that's the problem I have with Tibbs. It's not that he can't coach; it's the fact that what you're looking for, he's not the coach for. So when you talking about we lost Reggie Bullock and we lost Elfrid Payton, remember those guys are veterans. They've been in the game. They've been in the league long enough to have established their game, right? So what about the Obi Toppins and the Emmanuel Quickleys, right? What about the RJ Barretts? How is their development going to look under Tibbs? It didn't look so good. It ain't looking good right now. Everything that they're doing is basically on their own. They spending their own money. They get independent contractors. Chris Brinkley, Drew Hanlon, David Zenon. Those are the guys that are developing their game right now. Where's the head coach in all that? Right? So that's my problem with Tibbs. Kenny Atkinson, another guy that you should have brought in. You know what I'm saying? He was a finalist, but look at what he did for the Brooklyn Nets. And every single one of those guys can attest to his development regimen. Because every time you talk to either Joe Harris, Harris LeVert, D'Angelo Russell, Spencer Dinwiddie, the first thing they'll tell you when they come down to their careers and how they develop, they'll give all the credit to Kenny Atkinson. Now, I'm gonna give you an example of how different that situation is, right? When you ask him in an interview, they'll tell you immediately Kenny Atkinson was the guy. Now, when we are talking about R.J. Barrett and the shooting improvement that he had from rookie year to second season, right? The thing that they talked about was that he set up R.J. Barrett individually set up a shooting machine in front of the coach's office, right? And
Kobe
all
would do some
Tibbs
shit
did
like
was
that.
verify, huh?
That's some shit Kobe would do.
Right. All
Like,
Tibbs did was verify that he did set up that machine in order to get his shots up. Not once did you hear any one of those guys say, well, I saw something was off with his form, so I went out there and helped to correct him. I gave him a couple of tips, and that was what improved his game. When you look at last night, the game before this one, when he talked about the aggression and the 30 points and all that stuff, he doesn't give Tibbs credit. He gives the rest of the coaches credit. He talks about the coaches as in a whole, as opposed to sitting there saying, again, Tibbs is the guy that helped to develop my game. Tibbs is the guy that told me to be aggressive. He's not giving credit to Tibbs. And again, look at the example I just gave. Everybody on the Brooklyn Nets, whether you ask Joe Harris, Karis LeVert, Spencer Dinwiddie, or D'Angelo Russell about their development, they're giving you that one name, Kenny Atkinson.
yeah, he would work with a young squad because he did his thing in Brooklyn with D'Angelo Russell
Yo,
and them.
Smoke,
Yeah,
you sound kind of low, bro.
he did his thing. Took him to the playoffs. They had a bump squad.
Yeah, it sound kind of crazy.
So-
You hear like a.
But they need
Like a
something. They need a
sizzle.
bright mind like that. You know what I'm saying? The reason I use Mike D'Antoni was because his game is far from other. You know what I'm saying? When he came on the scene, he was doing. Now the NBA is. He was the only coach coaching the way the NBA is right now. So he was way innovative. But he
Another
had
thing I'm looking at
James
too, they
Harden.
should have went the college route. Go the college
mean?
route. And I was saying, and I was screaming the college route all the way when we fired Jeff Hornacek.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
you sound a
know.
little better.
bro.
Yo, hold on. So
They
what
went
you
with a
saying
more
is, let me,
established
hold on,
coach.
let me ask this nigga DSJ a question. E, I'm sorry.
He wasn't
You
the
saying
right
we
coach.
need Kenny?
Yo,
You saying we
hold
need
up.
Kenny Atkinson, son?
Yeah, I would be cool with that.
We could have
If
used him.
we had hired him the year that we fired Jeff Hornacek, I was looking for that developmental coach. That's the route I would have went.
You mean Fizdale? Because
Well,
because Kenny Atkinson got fired the year that we fired Fizdale.
Right. Yeah, when we fired Fizdale, my fault.
he
Yeah.
played good under under thing too. Kenny can't. He's on
See,
the Clippers now.
I wanted Kenny Atkinson that year too.
I
Tibbs wasn't
never
my
wanted
first.
Fizdale. He was a bum to me.
Now
Oh
watch this,
man,
right? Because this will go
I
into
was at
when
my
I was
wits
talking about
end.
what
I
hiring
was
the
talking
right
about
coach to
Kenny.
begin with.
I was talking
No,
about
was at
Kenny
my-
I
Atkinson.
understand.
I was at my wits end around that time. I was like, I was debating should I really be a Knicks fan when they hired Tisdale.
Yeah. So listen. Here's even further, right? You probably wouldn't even have to do a coaching search, right? If you had hired the right coach before you even had to get to the point of firing Fizdale to begin with, right? So when you sat here and said Mike Budenholzer was available because he left the Atlanta job, right? You turned around and got rid of you had an opportunity to hire Jerry Stackhouse, right? You had an opportunity to hire Monty Williams, right? Now you passed all that up. Those developmental coaches, you passed all those up to bring in Fizdale because you thought Fizdale could bring you a star.
You know,
And I'm saying at that point, if you was gonna do anything, this is the time to take the small market approach. Don't look for no coach with a cachet or with a reputation that already precedes him. Tibbs got the coach of the year in Chicago because you
But
paired
Fizdale
him.
didn't have no reputation that preceded him, nigga.
it was some
Say what
players that
now?
was ready to go.
Fizdale didn't have no. Tibbs' resume was way better than Fizdale.
Now Tibbs is
Right,
like a winning
but Tibbs
coach.
wasn't coach. Tibbs wasn't coaching at that point, right? What I'm saying is, before we
Winning
even
coach.
got to that point, when we was hiring Fizdale, look at the coaches I just mentioned. We could have gotten Mike Budenholzer, who wanted the job with the Knicks before he got hired to be the Bucks head coach.
Yeah,
You
that would have
could
been
have
a good
gotten
look.
Monty Williams, who wanted the job to be the Knicks head coach before he went to Phoenix.
I want Bud. I want the dude on Milwaukee. If I had
You
my
could
choice of
you could have
coaches,
got Jerry Stackhouse, who wanted the job before he ended up going and coaching Vanderbilt. And look
Well,
at how
did he?
successful those
nah.
guys are with development.
Look at Nick Nurse. He came from nowhere.
Nick Nurse was already on Toronto. He was
Yeah, I know.
in the G League.
He-
Dwayne Casey
That's what
got
I'm
fired
saying.
for that guy.
Not too long ago.
Yeah.
So like, you know, they could have, if they would have did the correct scouting, that would have been easy for them in the Knicks.
Yo,
Yeah, definitely. It was
I
some
mean,
good hires in the past few years. I totally agree with you on that one.
Fizdale was the wrong Fizdale was the wrong hire because of the
Yeah.
fact that again, all you wanted was somebody to bring in a star to sell more tickets.
yo,
That was
DSJ,
Dolan's whole thought process. At the end of the day, that's all Dolan cares about. Dolan's bottom line is the bottom line. Profit margin.
Let me say
Staying
something.
in the black.
Let me say
He
something.
don't
You
give
know
a
who I
shit
want?
about the product. If he
Yo, you
did,
know,
he would make sure that he made the right hires instead of his buddies.
yeah. If I had my choice, I would have said hire Jason Kidd. Like, fuck it.
Oh, another developmental coach. Because look at
Yeah,
what he
that
did
would
for
have been good.
Giannis.
And he developed Antetokounmpo. So
Right.
I would have took a chance on him. But I don't know if the years
But-
matched. But
the DSJ, you know what the problem is though, right? The problem is that when we hired Tibbs, the first year we hired him, we made the playoffs. So even if he's not necessarily the coach that we needed, or the coach that we wanted, he did something with what he had that we haven't seen in a long time. So even if you know I could agree with you, Tibbs wasn't my first choice, bro. Like I said it, I wanted Kenny Atkinson. That's why I
yeah.
wanted done.
But you know what? Let me say something.
let me
But
add a
considering
to
what
that.
he did, you know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be hard to just say, hey, let's fire this guy and replace him all of a sudden. It's like, yo, I think they're gonna give him another year to see, what he does with some lineup changes and something with whatever this front office does. Really, the biggest problem this season was the front office, the choices that they made. To me, that's more of a problem, because when we lost Reggie Bullock, we lost a perimeter, an elite perimeter defender, bro. I think elite's a little stretchy, but he was a really good perimeter defender. And then Elfrid Payton, for everything that he lacked on offense, he gave us he gave us a lot on defense. You feel me? And that was like you said, those were Tibbs kind of guys. So and that's part of the problem with and the limitations with Tibbs is that, like, why are we getting players that surround around to benefit kind of like the coach's style, when really we should be getting players that fit well together, and the coach needs to be putting them in positions to win.
That's true. We were just so young. We young, bro, and we don't got a point guard. That disables us. We disabled at this point.
Now let me ask this, because you made a very good point, and I don't want you to gloss over it, but this goes right into the argument, right? When Mike Woodson was a part of that coaching staff, we looked like a competent team, right?
Mm-hmm.
The moment that he left to go to Indiana and he took that Indiana job, how did we look?
We didn't look motivated.
We was looking shaky, baby.
Yep.
The
But
offense
you know what?
didn't look as good. We was in close games with G Leaguers. Remember that last game when we played Boston? We barely beat Boston.
Mhm.
and they
Yo,
didn't
let me
have
say
none of those
something.
stars.
Yo, you know, you want Kenny Atkinson, right? Kenny Atkinson, he's what is it? Kenny Atkinson.
Yeah,
He right now is the assistant coach for the Clippers. So
not for Golden State.
over Golden State. Oh, that's even better. They could snatch him and say, "Come to New York and be an assistant coach." Because to be honest with you, he's always been an assistant coach. Think about he's young, but when he came in, he was an assistant coach. So you know, when he could do that, I could see that's feasible. I think they could do something like that
That's
because
what they
he's a
should. That's
development
what I'm
coach.
saying. They should have done that to begin with. Because imagine, look at the way he's developing Kaminga, right? Look at the way that he was helping to develop James
So
Wiseman.
My bad.
Not all good, but look at the job that he does with these guys that's already on that roster before they even get an opportunity to play. Because again, one of the things with him is that he actually goes down to the G League as well, and he helps out with the G League guys. It's almost like running that interim. You know what I'm saying? He's like he's the
Right.
messenger. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go down there, whatever you want them to run. You know what I'm saying? I'll make sure that the coaches get this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? This plays what you want to see played. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and give them. You know what I'm saying? The film footage on this, and then I'm gonna come back up to the main roster. So look at what he did for Kaminga. Listen to things that they're saying about James Wiseman now. He looks scary coming into the G League, and not
I didn't see
scary
him
as
this year.
in, huh?
I haven't seen him this year.
No, but he's playing in. That's what I'm saying. He's playing in the G League, but that's the reports that they're saying right now. While he's playing other teams, that he looks scary. He looks
Mm,
scary good. You know what I'm saying? Like
they
homie's
ain't
gonna
fumble
come
with
back
that
and he
one.
might be beasting.
Yeah, I
And then
know, man. I heard about
how
him for
bad
a
do we
long
look?
time.
Now again, I'm saying that to say how bad do we look that we can't do nothing with Obi Toppin. Obi Toppin looked slightly better in year 2 than he did in year 1.
Mhm. I
And the
mean, it
only thing you
seems like
see an improvement
everyone.
was the defense.
Yo,
Yeah,
yeah, I
and
think
it's like the thing that I think we could all agree on, and Smoke and Shot brought this up a lot that Obi got all that athleticism for dunking and everything, and it's like, yo, why don't you use some of that athleticism to get a block, bro?
I hear that. But
But you
Obi
don't
need a
see him.
point guard, man. That's all I can say.
Nah, if Obi had a point guard like a John Moran or something like that, could you imagine?
He'll be an all-star.
God,
I've seen him enough to know.
Cause DSJ, I think it comes down to really, bro. We don't have a point guard, bro. We haven't had a point guard in
Yep.
years, bro.
It
Now,
makes me
now,
mad
let me upset
because
you
the
guys
players
even
is
further.
young.
Let me upset you
We can
guys even
afford
further,
them.
right? The reason that we didn't get a chance to take Tyrese Halliburton out of Sacramento
Mm.
had nothing to do with the roster. It
You
had
should have
everything to
drafted
do
him.
with. It
You
had
should have
nothing to do with
drafted
the
his ass.
roster. What they
Yo,
should have
E,
done was
one mic.
Yeah, my
what
bad.
they
My
should have.
bad. I just be going crazy sometimes. You right.
Nah, it's all good. What they should have done was admit the truth. The fact of the matter was, and this is inside information. The reason that they didn't go after Tyrese Halliburton was because Leon Rose didn't want to admit that he made a mistake drafting Obi over Tyrese. So as
Mm-hmm.
opposed to saving face, we just say that he wasn't available or we didn't know he was available. Yet one of the teams that the Knicks were talking to was Sacramento. Now I want you to think about something here. When's the last time you sat there and said, I'm gonna go to talk to somebody about a car, right? Go to a car
Mm-hmm.
dealership. You go to a car dealership. Hey, yo, I wanted that car right there. I want that Benz. Well, that Benz ain't available, but what we got is this, that, and the third right here. You know what I'm saying? It's comparable to a Benz. It might not drive as smooth as a Benz is in your eyes, but this is something that's comparable. Are you telling me that you're not gonna at least look at that and say, you know what? You're right. Let me go ahead and do that. You think any other team that ain't sitting here making counter offers? Hey,
Joey.
well, maybe De'Aaron Fox might not be available, but we actually think we're gonna go with moving Tyrese Halliburton, and here's what we're asking for.
I think the Knicks should go after Tyler Hertenberg.
I feel like we could have afforded that too, bro. That's what's
I
crazy
think we
about
should
that.
go after him.
And now we got bullshit deals to where now we lose Mitch because we might not be able to pay him to begin with.
Go to fucking
Because we
bed.
paid, because we
I know
paid
that.
fucking Noel's, bro, and I knew that contract was gonna bite us in the ass, bro. I knew it from the jump, son. It was like, oh man, like the thing was like I understand what Noel did for us, and I appreciate it. You feel me? Like, oh, he did for us what Mitch couldn't because he was hurt.
Bro.
You feel me?
I
But
see it like this, bro. Nah, my bad.
he
I
was
mean-
hurt the whole. He came into the league hurt. You feel me? Like,
I see it like
that's
this,
just
bro.
crazy.
Check this out. Let me say this before I forget. Noel, he signed a 3-year deal, right? So if he signed a you can stop me if I'm wrong. He signed a 3-year deal, but it's really a 2-year deal because it got an option on it. I think it got a club option on it. I don't really remember, but
Yeah,
the
team
season
option.
it's a team out exactly. So he's on a 1-year deal, and we know what he could bring to the table, or whatever. He just was hurt all season long, so they can easily put him in a deal because he's not making. He's basically making about the normal rate of an NBA player with 1 year left on his contract. We're gonna if he shows up in the beginning of the season, we could trade him, and it'll be easy. It wouldn't even be that hard. He could be a part of something in the package. That's why I really wasn't bugging about his deal. I was like, he's like a former lottery pick. That counts for something. They see his talent
All right,
level,
fellas.
man.
I'm about to jet. I'm about to go clock out.
And
All
yeah,
right,
that's
brother.
Hop back
All right,
on,
brother,
nigga.
I
all
got
right,
you.
man.
Word.
All right.
All right,
100.
later.
Nah, yo.
I ain't
but
seen DSJ in a minute, man. I'm glad my brother
so
came through.
that's how I do.
Show some love.
Yo, drop a bomb for him, bro.
One
Bomb for our
time.
dude.
One time.
Mm-hmm.
Salute to the homie DSJ for dropping his strong opinions, man. We need those, man. I appreciate all my brothers hopping in, man. Drop a like, all that, man.
Got us
I
thinking.
mean, I appreciate y'all, bearing with me. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie and say and pretend that I was going through something. I wasn't. I just didn't feel like streaming. You feel me?
Right.
It'd be like that sometimes. You
Nah,
feel
for
me?
real.
I had other things in my life that I just felt like taking care of, and and it's levels to my mind work different. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say the people are tedious that I talk to. I just say the conversation is tedious. So sometimes I just don't like having it. So, and sometimes I do.
I mean, that's okay. That's part of life, bro.
Yeah, I'm a
You ain't
layered
tripping.
individual, and I lay that shit out on the table, bro. Everybody that fuck with me know that, like, yo, this nigga TSK, like, he different. Like, I'm not a bot, my nigga. I ain't nobody's robot. I ain't nobody yes man, no man. I'm my man, nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yo, with that being said, here's topic number 2 of bullshit that I've been hearing niggas say.
Okay,
Ready?
let's go. And I want the
Trade.
first word on this one.
I bet. Trade Randall. How you feel about that?
Hold on, for
Trade
who? That was
Randall.
it?
Nah, trade. People just like trade Randall. They don't want to
Man,
see
I
Randall
think
no
move.
more.
Third topic.
Why
I'll
don't you want
trade
to touch on
Randall.
it?
Hell yeah,
I
I
don't
trade
even
Randall.
gotta,
I don't
because
like
you already know
Randall's
my
style of play
opinion,
this year.
bruh.
I don't
Nah,
want to
but
mess. I don't want to waste no time. I don't like his style of
but
play. We trade. You know what? You should
Yo,
just get
bro,
a point guard.
E.
That's my
No,
answer.
no,
That's my
no,
answer.
no, 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 no. I'm back, nigga. No.
That's my answer, bro.
Third
Quick
topic,
answer.
nigga. Third topic,
nah, you got to touch on it, Smoke. You can't run from it. You can't run from it, bro. You got to touch it. You got to
bro.
touch on it.
To be honest with you, all these niggas sound foolish, my nigga. Randall had a whole season where he was doing decent, nigga. He had a couple games, maybe a couple weeks where he was doing bad, and then everybody turned on him when they favorite man
You
was
guys don't see
bad
it
for
the
like
way
the
I see
first.
it.
Yo, son, stop talking while I'm trying to say my opinion, bro. If you
All right,
talk
my
through my
bad, my
opinion,
bad.
then niggas can't feel what I'm trying to say, my nigga.
My bad, bro. You right.
You do that shit intentionally, nigga. That's like propaganda, my nigga. You feel what I'm saying?
Sometimes I don't even be listening
Nah,
to
that's
you.
how I take it. I take it like you trying to diminish my shit, so you need to interject and intercut, my nigga. I'm deep. Stop doing
All right,
it.
my bad, my bad. I ain't know you heard me that well. All right,
Oh
man. I
yeah,
didn't know.
I'm there with this.
All right, man.
Know what I mean? I feel like RJ is very talented and he has been showing up. But nigga, why is we trading Randall? Nigga, we need one more piece. Who is we trading this piece that we have for, nigga? Niggas, be logical. Be logical. If we got two pieces, why not add instead of subtracting? What is subtracting gonna do for us?
Right.
Nothing.
I totally agree with you. I totally
Thank
agree
you.
with you, bro.
Motherfuckers don't think, son. They just want what they want. Do you actually think about these situations and scenarios?
Yo, and let me tell you, right? For example, the whole thing is like, yo, if Randall isn't your number one, fine. If he isn't your number two, let's say
It don't matter about that, nigga.
Right? Yeah, but
because
let me finish. Right?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you good, bro. Let's say he ain't your number one. Let's say he ain't your number two. Let's say he's your number three. Right? Like people saying, yo, he's a number three on the team. Fine. Then leave him there because we paying him like he's a number two and number three type
And
player.
we just paid him. They think we traded him, son. They sound dumb.
Yo, and
fuck,
then
nigga.
yo, we're literally like a point guard away from being a a title contender, bro. People don't understand.
Exactly. They act like Randall don't be bullying
a
and
couple years away, but
half
I
the
see
niggas
you.
in the league, bro.
Couple
I
years
ain't
away.
gonna lie, and I don't mean to cut you off, E. I'm gonna let you speak right after this statement, nigga. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Right? It's been a minute, nigga. You feel me? Know what I mean? And to be honest, bro, like I feel like he felt like he was a 3-point shooter for like 3 months, and then he had to get back to his roots. Get down low, bully people, and then shoot threes. Cause that's what worked for him. You gotta bully niggas because they don't want to bump with you down there, my nigga.
Talking about Randall, right?
They don't want to bump with you, nigga. That's when you start shooting the threes. That's
you talking about Randall, right? You talking about Randall?
Of course I am, nigga. I don't need to talk about RJ because RJ, he getting there. He ain't there yet.
Yeah, man. We ain't talking about RJ. We talking about construction.
For one, he, they're
I'ma
both
give you
doing
this.
their thing, and they're doing their thing, working together on the floor. Which
I'm gonna give you this, E. I'm gonna give you
this.
But
a point guard would take it top to another level.
I'm gonna give you this, E. We talked about that nigga increasing his PPG, and he did that. He got his PPG almost to 20 points a game this year, and we averaged that nigga at probably like 18.8. So I'm impressed with RJ this year. I'll give you that. But I will tell you this. He improved his record, his PPG, but it was kind of useless. It wasn't when we needed it. And that's the shit and we're going to have the semantics argument all summer. And then I'm going to have to really be critical with y'all niggas. That's
the next thing.
Because y'all want to be analytical, right? And
right.
When you want to play analytics with niggas that know analytics and know eye test too, it's easy to debunk those fucking stupid ass arguments when you needed a nigga most, he didn't show up, and it's easy to show up when nigga don't need you as bad. You know what I mean?
Right.
I got to doubt RJ efficiency got to go up.
And
man.
all the games we supposed to win, we lost. We lost to Brooklyn when we were supposed to beat Brooklyn. We lost to Memphis when we were supposed to beat Memphis. Back to fucking back.
We not ready for those
game winning streak, my nigga.
We not ready. We not ready, bro. But let me say something. I'm glad you brought up Memphis. Let me just say this before I forget.
Come on, bro.
Glad you brought up Memphis.
You forgot Brooklyn where KD scored 50 on us?
Nah. Well, yeah, we can talk about them too. It don't matter. But
of course I'm bringing it up because it's all relevant.
Hold up.
You brought me back. This is why I don't like to argue, because you brought me back and I know everything about all this
bring
bullshit.
You back to? My bad. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I'm just trying to say that when they played Memphis, I like how RJ Barrett, he took the assignment on Ja Morant. because nobody ain't trying to get in front of John Moran. He did it 2 times.
And
And when it
he
came
still
to
lost, though.
who else he was playing, I think it was James Harden. He took that assignment too. He said, "I'm gonna guard the nigga." So he's going up against the best players at his position. Like he's taking them on defense. He's doing it. Like, I'm watching as this is happening. I'm like, wow, we needed a player like that. Like
Bro, to be honest with you,
he's taking on an assignment.
Audio.
I'm like, wow, this is
Audio.
beautiful. This
Yo,
is some Kawhi
Audio.
Leonard shit.
audio,
yo.
third subject, G.
I
All
bet.
right, y'all look at back. Y'all look at the
No.
basketball. the same way I do.
Oh, E, we not even devolving into that, bro.
All
Third
right, yeah.
subject, audio, please, sir. Thank you.
All right, yeah, let's
Third
switch it up. We're not gonna talk
subject
about RJ.
No, third subject is we're not developing players.
I think that's a little bit true. And I was one of the first people that said this, and I got a lot of pushback for I didn't think we should trade Tibbs. I just felt like somebody needs to address his offensive structure and the way he likes to do things. You feel what I'm saying? Like the his substitution game is weak, bro. You feel me?
I agree.
You know what I mean? And like most coaches just we pick and choose. He likes to run every game like we in the fucking playoffs and we not in the playoffs every game. It's like if you wear your motherfucking players out, like he did this the year before, he ran us down to the ground and then expected these dudes to have something when the playoffs come. And then it's like when people criticize you about certain things, you feel me? If different people that don't know each other say the same thing, you gotta kind of start taking that shit serious. You know what I mean? Because this person don't know this person, but they both came to the same conclusion about me. So it must be true.
You know,
To me, it's like I feel like it's kind of true and kind of not true because I think we are developing certain players, but the thing is though,
McBride should have been playing way more point guard than fucking Burks.
And quickly too, because quickly to me, I'm tired. I was tired. That was actually gonna be my next topic, but like, what you call it? Quickly to me is not a point guard, bro. It's like well, he plays best when he's playing the combo guard. Like
he tries to play
handles
point
the
guard a
ball.
lot though. I mean, he's forced in a position as a point guard.
For example, when he went on the second unit when he played with McBride, he played really well. Him and McBride together because McBride took over the defense that Quickly can't. Because Quickly has become a much better defender, but McBride is like you can just tell he a different breed when it comes to defense.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
That's what's good though. They young.
And
we do need to get some development up in there.
But and look at the kids that are successful within Tibbs' kind of like schemes. There's people like Grimes, for example, right? Grimes has been fairly successful under Tibbs. Why? Because Grimes plays defense. He plays hard on defense. And apart from that, the dude got a ratchet. The dude can shoot, man.
You remember something? You remember when they first hired Tibbs and they said the reason they wanted, I don't know what they said, but I think the reason they wanted to hire Tibbs was, I know I heard something about them building a culture. That word was moving around a lot. And I think that over time of thinking about it, I figure, listen, they wanna build the culture, and they're not gonna. And that's why I said I think the Knicks overachieved last year. That's why I kept trying to pound that down. But they figure, we're gonna go with the culture. Let's go with Tibbs style.
Yo, so we blaming Tibbs. We should be blaming Leon Rose in them.
He giving them from his point of view. He's showing them the disciplines and what you could do and what you can't do.
Leon Rose is the nigga that brought Kemba.
And I think they're gonna bring another coach in that's gonna have Tibbs principles, similar to what they did with the Golden State Warriors. They got a coach like Mark Jackson, although he was a younger guy. He set some principles down, some defensive minded. You know what I'm saying? Got the defensive right, and then they brought in an offensive coach. So you're gonna keep doing his style of play. He's gonna build a culture. Like y'all gonna be some hard-nosed defensive players, defensive minded first, and that's their mentality. And they're gonna get somebody to open it up for the rest of the players. You know what I'm saying? They do their thing, do what they do. Put them in the right position to score. And I think that we would be seeing a glimpse of that if we had a point guard, or what's possible. If we would have had a point guard, because Julius Randle, he takes his rhythm is horrible. I'd be mad sometimes because he takes it all out of time, and he just takes bad shots. And I know if a point guard, he could get him in the right spots. Stand over here. This is where you like 50% from 59% in this area. Point guard to do that, and we ain't got to worry about Julius Randle trying to be LeBron James, because he's making a lot of turnovers. So yeah,
I mean,
man.
when you
I don't
handle
want
the
bad
ball a lot, you're
Julius
gonna turn
Randle.
over the ball. You feel me?
Huh?
That's just the reality. Like,
No,
if
he
you-
does
if you
that
handle-
at a high clip.
Yeah, I mean,
What?
look, that.
What
Turn
do
the
you do at a
ball
high
over.
clip?
He turns
Turn
the
over
ball
the
over.
ball.
Who?
Julius.
Randall.
Oh yeah, he do.
I'm not even biting my tongue on that one.
Yo, TSK
Julius,
was ready
man.
to debate. He's like, yo, who?
He was like, oh, you're right. He made some boneheaded turnovers. Like
That nigga be
he
getting
boneheaded
stripped.
turnovers.
It don't even be boneheaded turnovers. It be like, yo, bro, my man, like you knew you ain't even got that. He got this bullheaded dribble, like he want to steam ahead, and it's like, yo, bro, you need finesse with the
I know
dribble,
what you're
my
talking
nigga.
about.
That's how you get past
I know
people.
what you're
Like
talking about. He do
he be
that
trying to
shit.
put his head down, and niggas gonna strip you because they quicker than you. You're too big.
Like nigga, you too big. You like trying to be Kobe and shit. Nah, man, you gotta switch your
See,
position.
but like I said, I like when Randall plays the post and he's bullying people because he's stronger, bro. He's stronger than
and he's
anybody.
faster than them. That's how I want Randall too. Randall can get the ball outside of the by the foul line. I wouldn't mind him getting the ball so he's all in the paint. That's his territory right there.
Yo, but one thing I noticed about Randall lately is like his effort on defense been high. He been getting blocks, bro. Like you see him sometimes he's just bullying people. Like he don't be caring. He's like, oh, y'all talking shit that I can't play no defense. I bet, and then he goes and does it. And so to me it's more of an effort thing than anything. But it's like you gotta have a coach in place that makes you want to put that type of effort. Because to me, I just think Randall was tired, bro. Like when he was having those bad games, bro, he was playing like almost like the full game, bro. Like he didn't rest.
Man, Randall was good. I can't knock it, because Randall he hit him for about 30, 29, 27. He was doing that. He wasn't doing it all the time, but he was doing it. I give him a lot of credit. He was putting numbers up. The way it really looked like if he would have kept doing what he's supposed to do, it would have looked easy. But he'd be taking them wild shots. He'd be committing those boneheaded turnovers. It just looks bad. People don't want him no more. But I think
they did. But it's not even that people don't.
First
want
of
him
all,
no more.
nigga,
They
you
never
gonna want
wanted
him when he go to somebody other team and doing what he doing for us somewhere else.
I would keep him. I would
Be
keep
great.
him.
Be grateful.
Let me tell you why. You said something to it, which was right. I agree with you totally. I'm like, don't trade him, because try to get another chip, try to get another piece to put on top of him. So you gotta have him. I mean, you gotta go. You gotta get a team. That's why I was like, I know that. But see, I was saying go after a superstar. Try to get as good as you could get. I said Zion, but I know if they go out and get it. And I'm not one that hype train. I'm thinking strategy wise. You know what I mean? I thought about it. I was like, why are people saying Zion? I thought about it. And I said, well, if they go for Zion, they're gonna have to trade Julius Randle. So I'm kind
People
of like,
saying
I'm against
Zion
making
because
a
they
deal.
fucking retarded, nigga. They want a nigga that can't even stay in shape.
I know, but he showed me so
they
much.
call themselves basketball aficionados. Like, come on, bro.
It's nobody like
What
him.
the
We need a
fuck?
star if we're gonna compete.
Like that shit is
Now
so
I think RJ
professional to
Barrett's
me,
gonna be
bro.
real good. I believe that, but he need a like an MD.
See, that shit is so unprofessional to me that whole like not not being in shape to play basketball, like bro, like to me that like you got to be a professional, bro. You can't be doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like if you an NBA player making all those millions of dollars, you got people paying their hard-earned money to come see you. You can't be ready, bro. Like that's crazy.
Yo, think of a nigga like Draymond Green.
I know.
And we learned this year that Draymond Green is a very important part to what the Golden State Warriors do. Draymond Green was out a bunch of the year for a long time this season, and Curry struggled. Like he really, literally struggled, and nobody can say it. But when he came back, Curry went off for like 40 something. Curry got his groove back or whatever. So I'm like, yo, Julius Randle, he could be a Draymond Green and then some. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like he could be J.R. Green on steroids. He could, if he played by his principles.
Yeah, if he had the playmaking skill of Draymond Green and the defensive ability, but I don't know. To me, Draymond Green is just a whole different animal in that
He
regard.
does the dirty work.
But
He comes out, he sets screens and stuff like that. He'll guard the, you know what I'm saying? That's what he did. But Julius Randle
think
has
about
the body type to do that, and then some though. You know how they leave Draymond Green open for them threes or whatever. Julius Randle would knock them down. Like they can't do that with Julius Randle.
All right, so let's talk about this, E, right? If we're gonna talk about Golden State's roster, right? What is Draymond Green? If Curry's number 1, right? Klay Thompson is number 2. Draymond Green is number 3. You feel me?
Point wise.
So like let's say the Knicks is constructing a similar type of roster, right? Let's say we don't have a number 1, which we've been praying for, and it's a point guard, right? Like an elite, talented point guard, right? Number 2, let's say you could toss it up. It could either be RJ or it could be Randall, right? And same thing goes for number 3. It could either be RJ, it could be Randall. But if we're building off of it, we're building a team, not deconstructing what we have. What there's things that we know that work. We have to. The biggest issue here that we address almost every episode is that we need a point guard, bro. It's
old now, huh? It's getting old now, huh?
It gotta start somewhere.
We talk about it every episode. We need a point guard. Is obvious.
Yeah,
think about this. A point guard is the difference between OB success and not being successful.
Look at
It's the difference between RJ being successful and not being successful. It's the difference between Randall being successful and not being successful. Somebody who can handle the ball 90% of the time and set up the offense. We don't have that. That's why we suck at offense for a reason, because we have nobody that can set it up.
But let me bring up. When I was saying earlier, I was talking about they need an innovative offensive voice, somebody that they could bring in and get them doing things. You said something about who's gonna be the number 1. You said it's Draymond and number 3. I can't really answer it like that because their ball is moving so much. They're getting the good. They're taking a good shot. They got Draymond Green though. He's very important to what he's very important to what they do. He's running out and bringing his man out, but he's setting screens and you know what I'm saying, and giving handoffs. Like Curry got a crazy jump shot. So all he would do is he'll come get the ball to Curry and he would just stand in front. You know, Curry would do a wraparound. He'll just come stand in front of the guy so they can't get to Curry. And Curry's just outside. He's taking shots. And you know, he's the best shooter of all time. That's what Draymond Green do. When Klay Thompson, he comes around, he try to come around, you know, he runs around the screen. That's what he's doing. He's very valuable. It's not too many people that can do what he do. But what I'm saying is Julius Randle got the athleticism. He got the strength. He's fast. I think he's quicker than him. And if the Knicks get a thing where there's not necessarily number 1, they just moving the ball around. Julius Randle setting screens. He taking shots. If they get some innovation like that, I think they'll do well.
Listen to what Alton Lee said. Alton Lee says we need to think outside the box. We need a playmaker. It doesn't matter what position he plays.
Point guard. We need a point guard.
He makes a point though. He makes a point because think Alton Lee.
I'm talking about who the point guard.
Oh, but okay, let's think about this. LeBron, right?
Uh-huh.
LeBron is like a point forward kind of
Playmaker.
thing. He's a playmaker. You feel me? If we had a play like that too, like that would work too. Then do we necessarily need a point guard if we have somebody that could fill in that
playmaker.
role?
I think we need more than one playmaker. We got a playmaker. RJ Barrett's a playmaker.
No,
He
he
be
not.
throwing them. He be throwing them alleys to
He is not no
him
point guard.
He's
Mitch?
averaging he's
Him and
averaging
Mitch?
3 assists per game. He's not.
His assists been going up. Hold up. These past few games you've been seeing he be getting like 5 assists. Like he's getting 5 assists consistently. You know, he might sprinkle a couple
I'm
more,
gonna
but he
get you the
getting 6
numbers
assists
right now,
too.
bro.
I'm like, yo, I know it's like 4 assists, but I'm just saying he young.
If he was such a playmaker,
Hold up, bro. Him and Mitch got a they got a
Fuck that
little
whole
thing.
shit.
They got a connection.
Fuck
Him
that
and
whole
Mitch. You don't
shit.
be seeing
if
every
he was
game.
such a playmaker, nigga,
Bro.
you wouldn't complain about needing a point guard, nigga. Cut that
No,
shit out.
because he's not a point guard. He can't
Cut
bring
that
no.
shit
He's
out.
not the point. We need a point guard, but not just because of him. He gonna get his. You know what I'm saying? But that's not where he focuses. He need to focus on himself. He don't need to focus on getting the rest of the team going. That's not his job. That's why they got him playing over there.
RJ's literally been averaging around 3 assists per game since he came into the league, bro.
But you know what though?
It hasn't gone up or down, bro.
Bro, when you say playmaker, he don't necessarily have to be passing the ball to be a playmaker. He could be an offensive playmaker.
Yeah, but
Like,
nah.
A slashing playmaker.
If we're talking about a playmaker, we're talking about somebody that can take that takes
the last shot.
offense. No. I'm talking a playmaker is somebody to me who develops the offense, who basically allows every player on the team to get him in the best position to be successful. That's a playmaker to me. For example, right? When we talk about a point guard, if we're talking about a John Morant, notice that whenever John Morant is
That's
driving
what I
on the
mean
players,
about
no, okay, you need to
playmaker.
get out the way and give him his space.
You know-
Okay, but at the same time, John Morant knows when one of his players is open. That's a playmaker. And why? And is for example, is Jokic a playmaker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a playmaker. He plays center. So that's what I'm saying. Like ultimately, his point, he makes a point, bro. It's like, you know, like it doesn't necessarily have to be. It doesn't necessarily have to be a point guard. It just has to be somebody that could play make. So if we get somebody like a Jokic or something like that,
Bro.
like that makes a big difference.
That's gonna change the game. That's gonna change the way the team play if they do some shit like that. But you know how I define a playmaker? I define a playmaker as somebody that could create. I don't care what you are. I don't care if you're. It's hard for centers. The centers is not really. But a playmaker is somebody that can create a shot. That's playmaker. That's all it is to me. If you have a consistently able to do that, you're a playmaker in my book. Now they have the pass first playmakers. That's gonna, you know what I'm saying? The traditional, they say the traditional for power point guards. You know, the floor general. That's kind of like they kind of dying off a little bit. To be honest with you, but they still got some there out there that got the smarts. They're playmakers in a different way. Like Jokic. Jokic is basically a point guard, but he plays center. He brings the ball up the court. That's why he's such a mismatch. But Embiid, he's good. He can get his own shot, but he will thrive with a point guard. That's why when they were saying, "Oh, he got James Harden," everybody thought that would work so well. It's not even over. But because he has those point guard instincts with James Harden to try to get you a triple double or 10 assists a night. That's what he does. That's his game. That was perfect for Joel Embiid because I remember last year in the playoffs when Ben Simmons was doing whatever he was doing, Joel Embiid had the ball in the last second. He had to create his own shot. And he's not that type of playmaker. You know what I'm saying? You're giving him the ball on the perimeter. So it's like, yeah, he a play, but is he really a play? But he can create his own shot.
What's
That's
crazy?
not his spot.
You know what's crazy? You know what's a point guard we never talk about that. Actually, I mean, he's not going anywhere, but I think he actually would have been a great piece to have was Drew Holiday, bro. He
just won a championship. He's not going nowhere.
I'm not saying he is, bro. I'm just saying that like he would have been like back,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, when he was available, he would have been a good piece to have on this team
Yeah.
just because of what he does defensively at the point guard position.
And
he-
right.
You know what I'm saying?
I knew he was good. I thought he played the shooting guard for the longest, to be honest with you. I didn't even know he was a point guard.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. I'm trying to think of anything else, man. You guys have anything else you guys want to talk about?
Yeah, there's a lot been going on this season. So, since the last time we spoke and shit, what was going on? Things happened. The Knicks, they're last time we spoke, the Knicks had no type of chemistry whatsoever. They had no chemistry. It was hard to watch the games. But one thing that's changed, I think, we've been getting a better RJ, and Julius is kind of improving. You gotta give credit what credit is due. He's looking better. I don't know what he did tonight, but looking better.
RJ didn't have the best night tonight, but who's been getting like pretty good, man, is our dude Sims.
Sims
been balling, bro.
He might lighten that load when Mitch go, because Mitch probably.
I think that New York is rubbing on him too. I was seeing him with a little bit of motion too. I'd be like, yo, did he smile? Or did he just get tight? Like, because his face never changed. Like his face is always he always looks so disinterested, bro.
That's why I say, yo, if they lose Mitch, they go after a shooter. Because they got Jericho Sims. Jericho Sims is doing his thing. They gotta go get a shooting big man. It's simple. You know what I'm saying? And that's Tibbs' little center project. He's gonna have Jericho Sims. Jericho Sims is they're developing him. The Knicks has always been good at developing big men, though. I guess not all of them, but for the past few times they developed Mitch. They look good. Look, they're doing with Jericho Sims so far. I don't know what they're doing with Miles McBride. Quentin looked good, so let's give him a chance.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, and then my guy right now is Grimes, bro. I don't know that kid to me since the moment we got him, he started playing. He's been excellent for us, bro.
He was back tonight. He played tonight.
Yo, he's the definition of 3-and-D. He's our Klay Thompson so far. You feel me? I don't want to do what a lot of people do, where they put they start overhyping kids. But the dude, he look like the real deal, bro.
He could play the way Klay Thompson play. The way Klay Thompson is he run behind. He was so fast he could come around, run around, and do like a little wrap around and get a screen and shoot. Like he had that quick release. I think Quinn Grimes got that quick release too. So you get somebody to run some plays, set him up, and get him different looks. He could become a key weapon. Like he'll be a weapon. So we got some young players on our team, man. We got a nice young core. I feel like don't touch the young core. Young core alone.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Now, with that being said, yo, I don't know if you guys want to continue going, but I'm pretty tapped out as far as topics, so I don't want to just,
So I'm tapped out with topics.
Yeah, bro. Honestly, ain't shit been really happening, bro. Honestly.
Y'all been watching. Yo, forget. All right, off the Knicks for a second. Y'all saw Kyrie the other night?
No, I don't watch the other team, bro.
He had 60, bro.
I heard.
Yeah, that's all
I heard.
He had 60, bro. He was on fire. He had 41 in
Yeah, but he had 60. He had 60 on the Orlando Magic, bro. Like.
Yeah, I know. Cause
don't get me wrong, 60 is 60. That's still the NBA, but I don't know. To me, it's just the fact that it was the Orlando Magic. It wasn't against a playoff team or something. It's bro, you just try. To me, the whole thing with Kyrie that pisses me off. For example, why is he always looking for attention when it comes towards the next game or something? I remember the next game he came to the Barclays Center, whatever, this, that, and the fourth. Why didn't you do that any other game? You do that specifically when the Knicks are up.
Nah, I don't think so. I thought that was funny, actually. I really did. It was cool. I mean, he home. it's afternoon. There's not too many afternoon games. They got that thing going on or whatever, that blockage or whatever they, with the mask. I don't know what it is, but they got a rule, about the mandate.
Nah,
And he just said, "Fuck it, it's the afternoon. It's the afternoon game. I want to watch the game. I'm gonna go watch my team." Right?
Nah, but he does that specifically when the Knicks are in town. Why? Because we're the big deal in town, and he know what's up. You know what's up. He wants to decided to go to the bum ass team across the river that somehow infiltrated us. You feel me? But it's alright.
Nets, man. I'm in Brooklyn, man. Nets is in Brooklyn, man.
Nah,
Yeah,
Get that shit out, B.
Yeah. This nigga sound like a Brooklyn fan, bro. I ain't feeling this shit. I ain't gonna hold you, bro.
I'm noticed without my surroundings. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You sounding crazy,
not too
my
far
nigga.
from out here.
That's what he's saying, my nigga. You sound crazy.
It's Knicks fans though, but it's Brooklyn fans too. Not that they younger side.
Nigga, where is
don't
we
know
from,
the Knicks
nigga?
heritage. Know nothing about it. All they know is the Knicks is trash.
You know what was there before the Brooklyn Nets? The Knicks, nigga. Don't forget that shit.
This nigga E
I
like
don't care
playing
about Brooklyn.
dumb, nigga.
I'm not no Brooklyn fan. Hell no. They still Jersey to me.
You sound like
I don't know what they doing in Brooklyn.
Yeah, you sound like one, bro. You sound convinced. You over here talking about Kyrie 60 like I give a fuck. Nigga, I don't care.
It was on TV the other night. I saw the shit with my own eyes, bro. I ain't need league pass, none of that. It ain't come on TNT.
Bro,
it came on the Yes Network, so I watched it.
Nigga, the only thing I watch on the Yes Network is the Yankees, bro.
I ain't watching a baseball game, bro, and shit. I don't even remember. Like, I'll really have to think to remember the last time I watched the game. It probably was last year, but I don't even remember which one it was. I said probably. But I like baseball, bro.
Damn, yo.
It's my sport, bro.
Yo, TSK, this dude folded, bro. We lost one today. It looks like we got a Brooklyn fan in here today, bro.
Nah.
We got a Brooklyn fan.
Hold up.
Here, bro.
Ain't you in Jersey? You out in Jersey, bro, right?
I'm from the Bronx. Don't get it twisted now, bro.
But where you at right now, though? That's what I'm saying. Where do you reside?
So I'm in Jersey. So what? I'm still a Knicks fan. It's not like I'm saying I'm a Nets fan.
Nah, that's you a Nets fan. You closer to the Nets than me. Well, originally, because I'm like a couple stops away from where the Nets play with the train and shit. But
you see, my
man,
whole
Jersey,
problem,
man.
Wait. Let me talk my shit real quick.
Represent, bro. You
let me tell you something. Man. This is my problem with the Nets, bro. They decided to go with Brooklyn, like the one borough where niggas represent that borough more. There's no borough that be like Brooklyn more than Brooklyn, bro. like y'all represent y'all borough more than any other borough. So what did they do? Okay, let's choose Brooklyn.
Fuck you talking about, nigga, on God.
You know what I'm saying? We got Brooklyn all over the world.
No, but am I wrong though? Brooklyn niggas love Brooklyn, bro. Y'all really represent Brooklyn. I respect it. That's not the problem here. My problem is with the Nets.
Ask that though. But
my problem is with the Nets. They choose that borough. Why? Because they know niggas from Brooklyn rep Brooklyn shit.
Nah, it was New York.
So no, because they didn't become the New York Nets. They become the Brooklyn Nets, right?
Yo,
so
do you think
this would have been the smarter move to me. This would have been the move that I would have respected.
I agree with you, Claudio.
If they would have took and just let's say they were the New Jersey Nets, but they play in Brooklyn, I have no problem with it. My problem is they decided to name themselves the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, I ain't like that.
You feel me? Cause conveniently, like I get it. Like if you're a New Jersey fan getting into Brooklyn, people could come watch the games more there in Brooklyn. But the fact that you decided to change your name to the Brooklyn Nets, that's just the shit that pisses me off. Cause it's like
when I first heard it, I thought it was gonna be the New York Nets, like it used to be. I was the New York Nets. That sounded alright, but it was, you know what I'm saying?
That would have been better.
Brooklyn. I was like, nah.
That would have been better.
Cool. Huh?
The New York Nets would have been better.
Yeah, it would have been better.
They're basically trying to isolate the borough, bro.
Like LA competing with the Lakers, the Clippers. But they would have played in Brooklyn. That would have been cool. Like I would have the, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, you know what? I get it. It was the New York Knicks originally.
New York Nets, let them play in Brooklyn. We would have been cool with that.
Yeah, I think we would have been cool with that. You know, I mean, who cares now? I'm cool with it now, but because I'm a Knicks fan, I can care less. But I know what you're saying. Yeah,
I'm from Brooklyn, and I still don't fuck with the Nets.
and I never fuck with the Nets. But
You know
they got
why?
KD though, so I do watch them time to time.
Fuck no, nigga.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. Kyrie be playing. Kyrie, they got some chemistry, bro.
Why don't you fuck with the Brooklyn Nets? With the
Because
New Jersey
I'm
Nets?
from
I'm a
New
Knicks fan, bro. I'm a
York.
Knicks fan. My Knicks is I don't know. I want to see the Knicks win so bad. That's it. That takes over a lot of shit.
If you want to know why I don't fuck with the Brooklyn Nets, listen to Alicia Keys and Jay-Z.
I mean, man, I'm from New York.
You know what I'm saying?
But
and that's the problem here, bro. That's the problem here.
what?
But bum ass Nets decided to choose Brooklyn out of all the fucking things they could have named
Over
themselves.
the
and
Knicks,
they
bro.
But you know what? This is why. In Jersey, them stadiums is not selling out. You know, it's like the where they play. They played in the Prudential Center or some shit like that.
But
You can't even
that's
talk
what I'm
about
saying.
Jersey.
But that's
Them
what I'm
games wasn't selling
saying.
out.
It was in Brooklyn for like 4 years before KD and Kyrie decided
Bro,
to come
all
together.
right, but hear me out. Them seats, them joints,
Maybe
in,
like
they
six.
wasn't making money in Jersey. In New
But
York,
that's what I'm
it was a
saying,
different tax
E.
bracket. They came to
But
New York.
E,
They was like
but
Brooklyn is
E-
starting to get pop shops and diners and you know what I'm saying, little things like that with umbrellas and shit.
Yo,
They
E,
knew
but that's
the
what I'm
money's in New
saying,
York.
nigga.
So they came to Brooklyn.
Yo, but that's what I'm saying, bro. Nigga,
Yeah, you know.
yo, bro. They could have kept the name as the New Jersey Nets and just put their shit in the fucking Barclays. That would have been fine.
Nobody was
would
going
care.
for that though. Nah. They would have had to name it the New York Nets.
They should have just kept it the yeah. I like that though. I think like all right, we should like the Mets, New York Yankees, and New York Mets.
New York
We
niggas
take
is
another
not
New
letting
York
New
team.
Jersey come and post nothing in New York for free. Fuck no.
The New York
I mean,
Giants,
but
the New York Jets. We could have took
yeah,
it.
that's what I'm
Just
saying.
made
Like
it
the
right.
Giants and Jets playing other fucking like
It feels
states,
normal.
nigga. Like so to me, I wouldn't have that shit wouldn't have bothered me. I'm be
No,
honest.
I mean 2 New York basketball teams. That's what I'm talking about. 2 New York basketball teams. Like it's 2 New York football teams and 2 New York baseball teams.
I mean, looking
the
at LA
Brooklyn was a
though,
throw-off.
the LA got the LA Clippers and the LA Lakers, right? But
Right.
most and you would
Don't
know
forget
more
the
about
Dodgers,
this.
Anaheim, nigga, and fucking
That Brooklyn shit don't mean nothing to me. Just because I'm from Brooklyn, I root for the Nets. Like think about the Giants, the baseball team. They used to play. No, the Dodgers used to play in Brooklyn. They moved.
No, but that was a legendary team though.
Yeah, but it's the same thing though. You know?
That's because LA steal all our swag and they call it theirs.
Giants played in New York too. The San Francisco Giants, they was in New York team. They played at the Polo Ground.
I tried to limit it to one city. You want me to say California? Damn.
California, you know, Gold Rush and all of that. Them teams, we going west. It's hot out there. We're west. Now they staples in the whatever they you know what teams they play on. They great.
Motherfuckers got the nicest stadiums in the world, man.
They was great in New York. They was great where they at now. You know, yeah, man. See, in New York, the Brooklyn Nets, man. I like KD, man. And that's the only reason I would ever watch them. When they didn't have KD, they had Joe Johnson. They had I like Joe Johnson too, but they had the nigga name, they had Paul Pierce and KG and all of them. They made the playoffs. They actually did. But I wasn't watching them. I wasn't watching them at all. I don't care about them. Now I watch them. They got KG and Kyrie. They don't really play it. I haven't seen that many games in them.
Oh man, yo.
Can't move.
What are we gonna do with the Knicks? How are we improving this team, bro?
We all agree. Point guard.
Who would you go after though?
And if we lose Mitch, what are we doing?
We're not losing Mitch, and
But if we do,
I think Damian Lillard been the fucking answer. I said it 2 summers ago, nigga.
Yeah, y'all wanted to trade.
but I feel like this is
RJ
another
Barrett
move
for
where we're
Damian
getting
Lillard. I
a
was like, we
PG
don't do that.
past his prime, bro.
Nah, it's Lillard.
Man, nah, we don't want Dame because that's too big of an investment. I'd rather sign Dame.
Nigga, it's Lillard. What the
We
fuck
could
is you
sign
talking
him.
about?
If we could actually sign him outright, I'd rather do that. Cause who we gonna trade? We gonna trade the damn team? We can't trade the whole team for this nigga. 'Cause we need him and the rest of the team. Like I'll keep Obi, Randall, but Dame Lillard is the guy. He's the guy. He's a championship caliber player.
Bro, you get rid of Quickly, you get rid of Obi, you get rid of
Nah.
Burks.
Now I want it to be
Yo,
like a
but
young
Burks is
all-star
your
team.
guy, bro. You getting rid of Burks?
Yeah,
Bruh,
Burks is
yes.
Burks is like a utility player. He can do a lot of jobs. You got to keep Burke around. He like the Andre Iguodala.
Nah,
Except
I'm
he don't
moving
play
Burks. I
good-
was
good
kidding,
enough
bro.
D.
I was kidding. I'm moving Burks for Dame time. How many picks you want? You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, he would
want-
definitely be in the deal.
You
It was
want
for,
you want first? You want 4 first-round picks? They don't matter. We don't get shit anyways.
Nah.
like, yo, for real, bro.
Yo, I think the Knicks, they should, if they was serious about doing that, Obi Toppins for Halliburton. If that was some seriousness on, I would go after Halliburton because I was like, yo, Halliburton is a young.
I never
point
liked.
guard.
Hold on, DSJ. I
he
never
coming
liked.
up.
Hold on. I never liked Ronaldo Bachman. I didn't like that nigga nose structure. To be honest.
What about Bodie Collins?
Nope. And didn't Melo snuff that nigga?
Yeah, he gave him a different jaw collar. What you say? He made him a different baseboard or whatever bone, jaw bone. And he punched the nigga in his face.
You bringing up super old shit, but he said
Yeah.
I still like
Look it up on
Jordan
YouTube.
Collins. Fuck no. I mean,
Look it up on
Ronaldo
YouTube.
Bachman. Fuck. I never liked Ronaldo Bachman. That's like that Sutherland nigga with the dreads that we had.
He was in that Omari that Carmelo deal when he got traded to the Nuggets.
Yeah, straight bums.
I used to watch a lot of Nuggets games too.
Yo, DSJ, what you doing to improve the team, bro?
Word.
You feel me?
He
Same
already
question
said
for
he wanted
Alton
Kenny
Lee.
He already said he wanted Kenny Atkinson.
That's the way of improving the team.
I mean, but what if we could bring them in like as assistant coaches?
They could do that. He's an assistant coach right now with the Clippers.
Thompson.
And Kawhi is not even playing. So it's just basically like a development season. He's developing them. Knicks need to snag him. Say, listen, next season we're going to offer you a contract. You're going to coach under Tibbs, learn his principles, become a championship coach.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It was a different way, but Eric Spoelstra, he had some bad Miami teams, so it was kind of like he learned on the job. And then he ended up getting LeBron. LeBron was just that good, but he didn't win all the titles with LeBron. He lost a few too.
See,
Learned on the job. Now he ain't got
DSJ,
nobody.
the
He's
thing
on
that
the team.
scares me, yeah, my fault. E. I'm just answer with reply to what DSJ said. DSJ says telling Dolan to sell the team, that's an immediate improvement. The thing that scares me about that, bro, is that like let's say Dolan sells it and he sells it to somebody worse, who's a worse owner than he is. Like we don't know what we're getting. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe it's an improvement, but what if it's not? Like we really won't know, bro.
Well, Dolan,
I feel like the Knicks are
saying
so
that.
big. What they want to do is turn the Knicks into a pub, I guess like a what you call it, like a type of asset that like that you could put stocks on and shit like that, because it's like we trash and we still outsell every other team, bro. So that to me just speaks volumes.
the Knicks got the richest NBA team. To be honest with you, the richest NBA team. They haven't won a title since the '70s. They really do. The richest NBA team. I don't know how much they make a year, but I think it's in the billions.
Why is that relevant though?
Because as far as spending money,
We ain't
like he was
spending it
saying,
right.
yeah. So I mean, the money is always gonna be there.
But why is it relevant if we don't spend the money right?
Because if we don't get no good players, I don't know, man. It's real complicated.
Yo,
We
I'm
got
people
to
just
get
don't
some
even
asking
good
want
you
our
a
players
money,
coming.
question,
bro.
man. I'm just giving you a little bit of pushback, nigga. I just want to know. Explain yourself.
It's just the team is I don't even remember. Oh yeah, Chris Copeland. I remember him. The dude with the dreads. Yeah, Chris Copeland.
Don't change the subject, nigga. Explain yourself.
What you said? What was the question again?
Why do you think what you was thinking, man?
What was I thinking? Give me a
Why do I have
reminder.
to fucking diverge
Cause
how
I
deep you
forgot.
was
I
thinking?
forgot, nigga. That's why. It's straightforward. I forgot.
I forgot too now.
Fuck it, right? Next, remember, just tell me about it.
Audio.
Yo,
Fourth subject.
yeah, I gave it, so I guess we would be on the fifth one. Yo, despite what this season has been like, I guess has turned into, right? We know that we need a point guard. Who we getting? Because right now it doesn't seem like there's many people available, that are worth it right now.
I feel like Dame is disgruntled. I feel like Davian fucking Devin Mitchell is disgruntled. I feel like nah, I feel like we could get at least I feel like our market for those two players are high.
Let me see. I'm gonna pull up a free agent list for 2022.
I'm gonna throw a name at y'all. I'm gonna throw a name at you. See how y'all take this. Now, I said this a long time ago, but I'm gonna say it again. Now, Jamal Murray, he signed the max deal last year, and he tore his Achilles right after, or tore his ACL. Something happened right
I'll take
after
it.
he signed that. Right after he signed that contract. So now they getting him back. So I'm watching to see what he could do. If he got any kind of things holding back, they getting him back. They probably really want to get off of that contract, and it would be easy. You throw a few pieces at them, they might unload. Say, you know what? We don't feel like waiting for this dude to get right. We ready to go right now. So a couple pieces, and they get him. I think they could get him real easy. He's a max player. Would you do that?
Listen to the point guards that are available.
Would you do that though? I'm just asking. Would you do that deal?
But what's the
Trade
question?
for,
My bad, E, bro. I wasn't paying attention.
Nah, simply, would you trade for Jamal Murray? I was just giving you the background story.
Yeah, hell yeah, I would trade for Jamal Murray. I would do that.
He's a max player though, and you have to have him on your team for 4 years.
You asked me
Coming
if I
off
would
a
trade
knee
for him.
injury.
Yes, I would trade for him. Can we afford him? Probably not.
Coming off a major knee injury.
I think I'd still, bro. Just the fact that he was averaging almost 10 points per game, I'd take that risk. I mean, 10 assists. 10 assists. My bad. 10 assists per game.
I mean, some players came back good from it. Some players, it always hindered them to it. But you know what? At this point, I would like to have more like a. I mean, listen. I think he's 6'5". How tall is he? I think he got the size, and he's gonna get better throughout his career as his career goes along. He dropped 50 a few times. I think he was going back and forth in the playoffs with. I know he's capable to drop, but if he could run the team like a Chauncey Billups or dare I say Jason Kidd, somebody else, I'll take that if he could play like that and with a crazy jump shot. He might. Then we can start considering trading Julius if he doesn't get the job done because he got his point guard. See what you could do, and I got high expectations for R.J. Barrett, and I got high expectations for Cam Reddish too. Cam Reddish has surprised a lot of people. That's why I say they just need a point guard.
Yeah, but listen to the point guards that are available for 2022, right?
Right.
So we got I mean, I'm gonna start from the top here. We got John Wall, Russell Westbrook, Kyrie Irving, Ricky Rubio, DeLon Wright, Tyus Jones, Patrick Mills, Dennis Schroeder, Avery Bradley, Colin Sexton, Corey Joseph, Facundo Campazzo. I like that dude Campazzo. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, I like him too. Yeah, he was on the Nuggets, right?
Yeah, that dude fast, bro. He
Yeah.
gave me like a Prigioni kind of vibe. Like I ain't gonna hold you, but like a faster
Yeah,
Prigioni.
Yeah, he could play the guard. He could play the position. I like that. Yeah, he would be a good look. He's gonna be available.
Yeah, he's gonna be available. He's gonna be a free agent.
How
How old is he?
Yeah.
Let me see. I'm opening up a tab. I like that dude Campazzo. Like, don't get me wrong. He ain't like
Yeah, he ain't gonna make
changing.
it.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
ain't gonna make it or break the team. But like, I just think he's a good solid player. Let me see what more.
Yeah,
what
he just
else.
play this. He just play the game.
Okay,
Yeah, I think so.
Delano still says, fire Tips first, hire a developmental coach, trade this upcoming pick to OKC for Trey Mann, find a trade partner for Fournier, and get picks. But we never do shit with the picks, bro. Like, first round picks don't mean nothing to us. I think it almost seems like we do better with the second round picks.
Nah, we just need to get some principles on how to play a culture. I see what they're doing.
Yeah, I agree with that. DSJ. Let me see. And
set them principles right,
Campazzo.
and just hire a nice, like you've been saying all over Atkinson. Let him learn the Tibbs is. He ain't got a ring, but I would say he a championship level coach, or he was. Whatever he was doing, I mean. Install that and Knicks like even I say, man, like they had back in the day, man, 90s.
So
They had that
Campazzo
defensive
is
culture.
30 years old, bro.
Oh, he's there. Oh, well, I didn't know he was 30. He might be over the hill by now, because he never really was a productive.
And he's 5'10".
Yeah.
He's
I mean,
my
we could
height,
get him
bro.
cheap. If we could get him cheap like that, I'll take him. Shit.
Yeah.
I ain't paying no $10 million or no $5 million for him. I pay like $2 million. Come on.
All right, let me keep going through these point guards. So we got Trey Burke, Frank Jackson, Ryan Aridiacano. I think we got him right now. That dude. Yeah, he's on our team.
Frank Jackson.
Yeah.
Frank Jackson. What is Frank Jackson doing? What team is he on?
Frank Jackson is on Detroit.
Oh, okay. Because I think he was on New Orleans. What's his? I don't got my computer. What's his stats looking like?
Frank Jackson.
What type of player is he basically? That's the real question.
Let me see.
I know he's a point guard, but
let me see. Stats.
Short, got them
Okay, he's averaging 18 minutes per game. Let me see. That's 33% from 3, 42% from the field. Let me see. Only 1 assist per game. Yeah, he ain't sound like that.
What'd you say?
1 assist per game.
Only average 1 assist? Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
So Jalen Brunson is also going to be a free agent.
I ain't really sold on Jalen Brunson. I don't know about you.
But bro, like, it's probably who we're gonna go get.
I don't want to get him.
Yo,
we might regret that.
Gary Payton II is also available.
Nah, well, he could be a nice role player, but I don't know. I mean, you know what? Why not? How tall is he? He a point guard?
Yeah, point guard, yeah.
Oh, that's intriguing though, because Draymond Green he's not a point guard, but Draymond Green, he runs the team and he's doing good with the I don't know what's his name again?
Gary Payton II is almost 30 years old. He's 29 right now.
Oh, nah, we ain't going after him either.
Yeah, but like the thing is that, like, I'm not even thinking about maybe he doesn't even have to necessarily be a starting point guard. He could run the second unit, just be there for defense, bro. Because he defensively, like, he nice.
Yeah.
But right now
I
he's
felt that.
averaging 13 minutes per game, 53% from the field, through 32% from three. His free throw percentage kind of is really low though. It's
Listen,
50.
a lot of players play good in that Golden State system, so he might be a
Yeah.
bum anywhere else, but in Golden State, he looked like the 6th man of the year. So
Right.
keep that in mind, because that's how they. I don't
Let
know.
me see.
Curry's different. He's a different type of
61.
player. And so
Let me see. Yep. And then let me see.
I'm just
who
not
else we
sold
have.
on Jalen Brunson. I don't want them to commit all that money to Jalen Brunson, and
Sharif Cooper.
Jalen Brunson turned out to be anything. Now we got to pay this dude, and we be kind of liking that in the 49ers situation. They got
All right,
to
bro.
get rid of Jimmy G.
So I'm gonna keep it real with you,
Call it a
right?
team hostage.
Just looking at what's available in free agency, right, and for point guards. Jalen Brunson looking like the best option, bro.
Yeah, I know.
He's looking, not
unfortunately.
even looking like he's really looking like it's either that Colin Sexton, like Dennis Schroeder, or we could get Jalen Brunson, who we could get on a good deal, and he's been, you know, somebody who the Knicks have been targeting.
I tell you what, this is what the Knicks do. This is what I would do. The Knicks is young. They ain't in no chance.
He's
no
only
way in winning.
25 years old, bro.
Listen to this. Listen
Brunson.
to this. Listen to this. Let me tell you how this
Alright,
sounds.
what you
I
do?
just
What
thought
you
about it
doing?
just now. All right. At this point in our team, we see what our team is bringing to the table. All right, cool. I would say, yo, fuck it. Let's sign. If he don't want all of this, he don't want no max deal, because he's not getting no max deal. But if he wants something cheaper like that, I say go out there and sign. What's the dude? What's his name? He tore his Achilles, or he tore his ACL. The dude with Cleveland. I say sign him. See what happens.
Sexton?
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah, let him grow in the
Yep.
team. And if we don't want him, we know he's good. If we don't want him, we can always trade him. And we're going to get some value back, because he's a good player. They just figuring the right. You see what I'm saying? Get him as an asset. That's probably what I would do. People will argue, but I would go out and get him, kind of like what Golden State did when they signed what's the dude name? D'Angelo Russell, and then traded him right as they signed him. They got that asset, and now look, now they got a couple draft picks off of that. And Andrew Wiggins, they got him off of there. He was the starter in the All-Star game. So I would do something like that. I wouldn't trade Jalen Brunson, because Jalen Brunson might not be able to get moved again. You know what I'm saying? But
I mean, Colin Sexton, look, he averages 37.8% from almost 38% from the 3-point, about 46% from the field, around 20 points per game, 3.3 assists per game. So he has as many assists as RJ, bro. So he's not a playmaker.
I know he's not, but he's an asset. And I mean,
And let me
it's
see
probably not
Jalen
gonna
Brunson.
work. I would probably the only thing is I'm thinking about it, they got Derrick Rose. And they do need a point guard on the team. They need a point guard that can command control of the team. They really need one that can run with them, like a Jerry Jacks, something like that. I don't know if you remember Jerry Jacks back in the days. That was like 2014 when he was running with the Golden State Warriors when he was young. I need somebody like that to have on the floor. Point guard.
Look at this. So
or at least have him on the team.
Jalen Brunson, averaging around 32 minutes per game, around 16 points per game, 50% from the field, around 38.5% from three. Let me see. Is that career averages? So yeah, career around 38% from three. 3 rebounds per game. Around 4 assists per game, and last season he averaged almost 5 assists per game. About a steal per game, and then yeah. So I honestly, bro, out of what I'm seeing, like I like Jalen Brunson. Good. He's at a good age. Or what's his injury history like? Do you know?
Who, Jalen Brunson?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. He's a second round. He's definitely coming up, but I don't know. He gonna want like 20 mil. I guess
That's
other
that's
dude he
not
gonna
20
want like
mil
20
ain't
mil.
bad, bro.
But if he don't hit, you know what I'm saying? I've seen the way he style of play, the way he play, and
Yeah, he's averaging 5.1 assists per game right now.
yeah, he played the two. Yeah, what's his numbers looking like? I remember his numbers last year. I wasn't really too thrilled with it, but how they looking
So
this year?
16 points per game, 3.7 rebounds per game, 5.1 assists per game. Shooting 55% from the field.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, bro, it's not bad. It's like the one downside to him is he's a bit like a bit short. So it's one of my.
I mean, I know he won a national
He's
championship.
he's 6'1", which isn't like super short, but he
Yeah, I don't like that. But you know,
But he's still a good defender. Oh, actually,
he look like he got
he's a
strength.
solid
He look like he
defender.
built like
Yeah.
Chris Paul. Chris Paul's short, but he's strong.
And then
To hold
we
his own.
had, and then look, this is his injury history is.
I don't know if he played D like Chris Paul though.
All right, so look, he had a shoulder injury, a foot injury, this season, and then last season I guess he had COVID, but his injury history doesn't look all that crazy either. So
He was like a second round pick too. How many minutes he played?
he's cause let me see. This shit doesn't say it here. Give me a second. I'll tell you right.
Because I mean, you know, I'm opening up. I figure. I mean, if he can become like an asset,
he's averaging 32.2 minutes per game.
32.2 minutes a game. That's
And it went up from last year where he was doing 25 minutes per game, and he was still shooting 40% from three, only playing 25 minutes per game, and he averaged almost 13 points per game last season.
I mean, at this point, they might as well sign him. He young. How old is he?
He is 25 years old.
No, that's not good. I mean, because they got Julius
25
Randle. Julius
years
Randle
old?
getting older.
25 years old is not bad, bro.
It's not.
25 years old, and he's like I said, he's averaging 16 points per game, which isn't nothing out of this world, but it's like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not bringing him in here to score 1,000 points per game. Like, if you could just shoot when you're open and make most of your shots, that's good for me. What I need you to do is come in here, make and play defense. You feel me? Set up the offense.
Yeah, I agree.
And
I'm
I feel like just based off what I'm seeing here, like it seems like he could do that.
I'm about to put on put him on YouTube real quick and see what he's really about with some of these videos. Cause I'm opening up to just getting it like they did with Julius Randle. What they originally did with Julius Randle was he was available for cheap, so they said, you know what, let's sign him, and he'll be an asset. They signed they signed him to a 3-year deal. It was worth it. Cheap contract, and so they was like, oh, he had an all-star season last year. It was like, oh, now we got to re-up with him. I would have said sign him anyway, personally. If he would have been able to average over 20 points, I would have not signed him easy anyway, because he's going to be an asset to trade, and you need those. I think they're doing a similar thing. I think they should do the similar thing with signing Brunson don't have a major injury, I don't think, but I know the other dude I forget his name again, on the Cleveland Cavaliers, he hurt his leg, but he's still an asset.
You're talking about Colin Sexton.
Colin Sexton. How much he averaged over 20? He averaged like 19, 20 points, right?
Yeah. His averages is good. It's just that he doesn't do anything else other than really score. Like defense, he puts the effort on defense, but like he's not really a playmaker. Like he's not really, I think, the type of point guard that the team needs really, because we need somebody who can set up the offense. And
Yeah, I
and
know
like
he's not that
we
point guard.
need a
Yeah, you're
leader
right.
on the floor, bro. That's really what it comes down to.
I'm not talking about. If I would do this, I'm not trying to win, basically, because I know I'm not gonna win. I'm trying to get him on the team so I could trade his ass. Seriously, like put him on the court, let him play, let him get his numbers. People will see, oh, he's nice,
All right, so
and then trade him.
let me
Trade
see
him
who's
and
a free
I'll
agent in
trade.
2023. Let's
You know
see.
what I would do? I would trade him, and if he can give me 20 points a game, I put him and Randall in a deal. I trade for a star, and some add little other pieces. Trade for a star, like a top notch. You know what I'm saying? Like top notch point guard, probably perfectly point guard. I don't know who. To be honest, that's why I was like, yo, them
I
young
look,
boys, they
I
coming
I
up. One of them
I
is gonna
look
be
in
a star.
2023 and 2023. D'Angelo Russell's available. Fred Van Vliet's available. Eric Bledsoe. Derrick Rose, Patrick Beverly, Jordan Clarkson, Cade Cunningham, Reggie Jackson, John Morant, Kemba Walker, LaMelo Ball, Darius Garland, Patrick
Garland's
Mills,
going
Kobe
nowhere.
White, Killian Hayes, Davion Mitchell, Corey Joseph, Ishmael Smith, Tyrese Halliburton, Kyra Lewis Jr., George Hill, Cole Anthony, Trey Mann, Tyrese Maxey. Yeah, so there's a lot of interesting names for 2023.
He got
Like first things
he got
first.
a go-to move.
John Morant's re-signing with Memphis, so let's not even think about that one. LaMelo
Yeah.
Ball's probably gonna re-sign with Charlotte.
Mhm.
Darius Garland though.
Can't shoot.
Darius Garland can shoot.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at Jalen Brunson's highlights, and I'm like, oh, he can't shoot. He has a shot, like he has a little fadeaway.
He's averaging 40% from three.
That's what. Because he's not. He's probably. I don't think he's taking that many. But he has. He can get to the. He could drive. That's that's his main thing. He can drive. I can see it right now. If he gets the ball on the perimeter, he gonna bounce. He gonna try to get to the lane. He's not gonna shoot the ball. I don't see him shooting a lot. All I'm seeing is drives. The ball moving. He can handle the ball. He look good. He got that little. He got this little. He going to them. You know that shit RJ be doing when he be in the paint and he shoot that little fadeaway. And he has that in his arsenal. Like that's his go-to move.
Let me tell you something. If we make any big trade, big splash, it's gonna be for what you call it, Donovan.
I don't know if I take him for Mitchell. Yeah, they could do that, but they gotta have to sign somebody. They gotta make a big. They don't need to make no small signs. They gotta make splashes. They signed Evan Turner last year. He wasn't the right signing because he's not gonna make a splash. He's one of those. He could be valuable too because he's one of those pieces that you need on your team to win the title.
Right.
Imagine if the Lakers had him. They'd be a completely different team. They would have had him. A completely different team. Evan Fournier. You know what I'm saying? A player that can get his own shot. And LeBron need nothing but shooters around him anyway.
Yeah, you know who I think we should get, not as a starting point guard, but just a piece to have on this team. Patrick Beverly. Yo,
Nah,
Patrick Beverly would get so many players tight, bro.
Yeah, he probably would be, but the Knicks is not in the. I mean, he make him play harder. I guess I see what you're saying.
Right. Yeah, but with that, bro,
Cool.
I'm gonna close it out for the night, bro. We've been almost at it for 2 hours, bro.
Okay.
One
more thing before you hang up. I'm about to watch this Colin Sexton highlight tape.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you my I don't know, man.
I'm not convinced on Sexton, bro. Like I like Sexton, like for what he is, but like for what we need, I just don't think he's the dude for us, bro.
I'm just talking about trying to get an asset to trade later. I don't know what that's what I would do. That's how I build a team.
I mean, I don't know. It's just to me, like I think he's good for weight. Like he'd be good to me, like as a 6-man kind of thing. But
Well, we still do have Quickly though, so I don't know if that would fit. When we got Rose, that's why I was like, I don't know if that's gonna fit. 'Cause they basically all do the same thing, and then we have a log jam of point guards, but not the point guard that we want.
right,
So I don't think we're gonna do that. If anything, we'll probably sign Brunson, but I don't think that's a good idea because I haven't seen him hit any 3-pointers. So I don't think he's good. You need somebody that can shoot.
bro. He can shoot.
I mean, yeah, I would hope. Maybe I saw the wrong highlights, but maybe
It's not
hopefully
like you
that's
were
what
looking at lowlights. If you
I
saw
just
that
clicked
he
on
could
I just clicked on a video. You know, like I just saw the videos and clicked on it. I don't know because he wasn't shooting. He was driving to the hole. He could get to the rack too. I'm looking at it like, damn.
I mean,
he's
but
good at
yeah,
doing this.
even have that penetration, and then he could kick out to open players. Like, you feel me? If he could do that, that's gold. But yeah, man, I'm gonna close it out, yo. Thank you everybody for watching. We've been at it for almost 2 hours, and it's been a minute. Hopefully, we could do this again and have the rest of our guys here, Nice and Shah, because just you and Shah arguing that's content right there. You feel me? Oh man, I miss my guys. I miss talking to everybody. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys leave a thumbs up. We'll be back at it probably sometime, probably next week, hopefully. And with that being said, I'm gonna drop this bomb and head out of here.
All right. I'm gonna read these views. I'm messing up views, comments. My bad.